I really appreciate you joining me again today, and this news comes from London Gateway Port, and it is a breaking news story. The National Crime Agency has said they've seized over half a tonne of cocaine, so that's over 500 kilos, and it was in a shipping container full of bananas from Colombia. NCA officers have identified that the consignment was destined for the Netherlands, and it was intercepted on the 26th of July at London Gateway Port. Officers estimate the haul would have a UK street value of £40 million once it was cut and sold on. They said that taking away the consignment has been a big blow to the gangs and preventing them from making millions of pounds that would have been invested in further criminality. Class A drugs, they say, are involved in violence and also exploitation in communities. And one of the biggest shipping companies on this dock is called DP World, and they have said that they've moved 1 million units in 6 months at the London Gateway Port. This is a record-breaking amount as well, and this is a company that has had over £1 billion in investment over the past 10 years. And they are a Saudi company that is ran by Sultan Ahmed bin Salman, and he said over the past 10 years we've invested £2 billion into the UK, and London Gateway is one of our privately funded investments. Over the next 10 years, we're going to invest £1 billion as well, and this will be the biggest investment outside of the Middle East that we currently have. But with the increase in a lot of shipping containers moving here, it definitely means that there's going to be an increase in people trying to smuggle some small amount of drugs through it as well, because at the end of the day, a ton of drugs is nothing compared to the tons of cargo that are coming in every single day. I can't think of another case that I've covered from this port as well, so it's interesting to see this port get some attention, and also it highlights how many different ways drugs come into the country. So I'll definitely keep you updated with that story. And in some other news coming from the National Crime Agency, a man from South East London has been jailed for 7.5 years after they discovered 57 kilos of cocaine. They valued this at 4.5 million. Robert Stewart, 32, from Broadwater Gardens in Orpington, was arrested on Saturday the 23rd of April 2022. He was unaware that he was under surveillance by the NCA as he travelled from a car park at Luton Airport. Officers moved in to arrest him on Luton Road, and Stewart attempted to escape. He jumped over a fence and ran through a nearby pub car park and threw the keys to the van into a bush. The NCA, with support from Hertfordshire and Bedfordshire Police, as well as a helicopter, located Stewart in a child's play area in a nearby garden a short time later. Inside the rear of the van, the police found 57 kilos stuffed into holdalls and 2 purpose-built hydraulic operated hides. He pled guilty at Luton Crown Court on the 23rd of May, and a judge said on the 29th of July that he would sentence him to 7.5 years. NCA Operations Manager Adam Berry said Stewart was arrested as part of an operation investigating drug supply, and he was found in possession of a large quantity of drugs. I have no doubt that these would have been doubled on the street and would have caused a lot of damage to communities. So this is just a brief update coming from the port and also London as well. And please don't forget to follow online as scarcitystudios.com and Scarcity Studios on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and Facebook. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news.